In case you guys missed it, the Department of Justice just quietly dropped their appeal of the so-called unconstitutional carry ban case. Yeah, the same DOJ that originally wanted to keep pushing this fight all the way through the courts decided, you know what? Never mind. Now you might be asking yourself, why is this a big deal? Because this isn't just about one guy carrying a gun into the post office. This is about whether the federal government can keep creating these sensitive places out of thin air where your constitutional rights simply just vanish. They don't exist. And the fact that they dropped the appeals case tells you everything that you need to know about how weak their case really was. Here's what happened. You have a guy named Emmanuel Ayala. He's a postal worker here in Tampa, Florida. He walked into a post office with a firearm and a fanny pack. Yes, I know, in a fanny pack. Putting that aside for the moment, this guy is a completely legal gun owner. He even had his Florida concealed carry permit, which nowadays isn't required, but nonetheless, he still had his Florida concealed carry permit. But because the post office is a federal piece of property, he was arrested for bringing a gun into a federal facility. Now, under normal circumstances, the Department of Justice, they would have said, well, too bad, rules are the rules. But Ayala challenged the charges, and in January 2024, Judge Kathryn Mizelle, she dropped a hammer on the government's argument. She basically said, there is zero historical tradition in America that supports banning firearms in the post office. Historically, the government used to arm mail clerks when they were getting robbed. So how can you call it a sensitive place if the solution back then wasn't to ban guns, but to carry more of them? Now, of course, the Department of Justice, they appealed. They weren't about to let one federal judge derail their precious list of places where they think that your rights just magically disappear. But fast forward to a few weeks ago, under new leadership, the Department of Justice decided to drop the appeal completely.